out there watching that, an Englishman, professional footballer, who must be thinking, World Cup's 15, 16 months away. He's come from nowhere, if you know what I mean, Lewis Skelly, to get in the team. There is still time, and there are always those sorts of players.
Oh, there will be, yeah.
We
see it all the time, and that's why you got to believe in yourself. And when you get opportunities, we always talk about players getting opportunity. You got to take it, and he certainly took it tonight. He's took it with Arsenal in the few games he played, 9, 10 games, and I thought this goal was fantastic. Bellingham getting on it, waiting, biding his time, and waiting for that run, and the little bit of space that was available. Brilliant pass, brilliant run, lovely finish, excellent goal.
It's a super goal. It's something that obviously, again, for Arsenal, he can get himself in those positions. Obviously, when he was younger, playing in the academy, he played in that position. He got himself in the box, and what he's showing is his capability of being able to play from a left back, inverted, in that position as a winger. He can go in and still score. He knows when to make that run. I was pleased for him, and Declan's right as well. He knew that from a confidence point of view, and Mikel and obviously this manager now, they've chosen him because they know that he's got the capability to deal with this.
You've got to be fearless. You've got to be, dare I say, a little bit arrogant in your, which means belief in your own ability, not the way you conduct yourself off the pitch. That's the only way when you are that young, isn't it, that you're going to be able to withstand what goes on out there.
And then what happens is you go out there, and like he said when he's playing, he said obviously the fans made it very, very welcoming for him. But the players, when you're playing with better players, it's even better. As long as you're doing everything right, you get it, you pass it at pace, because the players will be able to control it and move it. And you can see that he enjoyed the night.
And he's playing at the highest level. He's playing the Premiership week in, week out. And they talk about step up in international football. That wouldn't have been tonight. That was just getting used to combinations with a new centre-half next to him, the players in front of him. We still have to cope with it. But as we know, and I don't want to sound like a grumpy old man, but the bigger tests are yet to come for him in terms of his international career.
In terms of being welcomed by his teammates, they would spot very quickly whether he had that level of confidence, ability, fearlessness or not. And you know that on the training ground, wouldn't you?
And also the important thing for the manager this week, he knows he's a good player, but it's nice to get a close look at him in training and see him around the hotel, how he interacts with the players, the staff, and that's what he gave the manager the confidence to say, I'm putting you straight in. And he certainly didn't let him down.
Harry Kane, other end of his career, if you like, other end of his goal-scoring chart for England. That was Lewis Skelly's first. This was his 70th. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, my thoughts on it is that, obviously he's at the other end, but, this is still, obviously, poor defending, but his finishing of the highest quality in respect of his composure, the fact that he knows exactly where he is in the goal. You don't want to see a defender doing that, but, from here on, once he's got that out his feet, it's a goal because, you watch him here, he hasn't even looked at the goal. Look, he knows, not looked once, uses that player to put it in.
It's world class, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's certain players out there, when he took that first touch, that is world class. His finish, poor defending, listen, very, very poor defending. But when he took that first touch, we just turned around it. We just knew it was a goal. Yeah. And that's what world class players do. They just composure, quality of finish into the side net.
And that's what you would want. You'd want Harry Kane in and around that kind of situation in a tournament, in any kind of game, because it will come back to you whatever age you are when you're getting in the box at that level.
I asked you at the beginning where maybe Tuchel's misgivings would be, and you thought they probably would be defensively. So Ezri Konsa tonight, how much is that a big tick? Because on the moments when he needed to be sharp, he was.
Yeah, and when you're dominating a game like England were, it will be about moments. You're not going to be under huge pressure. It's just about making the right decision. Concentration level, of course, at the highest level, because there'll be just moments in here. Again, this is all basic stuff, but you still got to do it right. Because you still want... We see Dan Burn getting caught out here a little bit, and obviously what good teammates do, they cover for you. But when Tuchel has seen Burn there, that would worry him. Yeah. But then you need your teammates to cover you. This is a poor first touch, but he does this weekend for Villa. He's playing at a high level, very good composure. He's a good player, and he'll be thinking, I want to be involved, obviously, for the next World Cup. Of course.
It's a good performance from him because, again, we are talking about Albania. We thought they would come and they would give us more problems for a first game, but it wasn't a lot for them to deal with today, but they dealt with everything what they had to deal with very well.
And bearing in mind the injury problems England have defensively at centre-back, Stones at the moment, Harry Maguire would still want to be considered. Mark Gahey's a very good player, may come in on Monday night, you never know. But the way Konsa's playing like that, if he can stay fit, then he's saying, isn't he, to Tuchel, he's putting himself forward to be first choice.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then you also put Mark Gahey next to him, and that looks like a pretty strong duo if you had to go with them two. I don't think them two will let you down.
Jude Bellingham set up the first goal, and here is Jude Bellingham with Gabriel Clark.
Jude, 2-0. England's 2026 World Cup campaign is off and running, qualifying. What did you make of the performance?
It was pretty good, yeah. I think we had a clear ideas on what we wanted to do, how we wanted to play. Tried to stick to them as much as possible. I know it's difficult when you play against a team that sits so low and is so compact. So you kind of have to. At times the game takes you in a different way because you want to get on the ball and you want to try and move them around. But generally, we stuck to the plan really well. We had a really good week of training and good win to start the new era.
Have you played a better pass as an assist for England?
For England, I don't think so. It was a really good run, and then just managed to find the path of the run really. So, and he finished it really well. Really happy for him. An amazing first game, a really nice and well taken first goal, and a win. He'll never forget it, and we're really happy for him.
And what about the debutant, Miles?
Really good. Yeah, I think when you come into the team, there's a lot of lads who are here to help you out and stuff, and then. We hope that for him he only has to worry about his own head and his own coolness, and obviously he has plenty of that. So we just wanted to do what we could to help him out and help him enjoy it, and I think he did. It looks like he did.
And what are the work-ons?
Second half maybe keeping the rhythm, keeping the tempo, maybe a bit more clinical. I had a couple where goalie made some brilliant saves, but in these games it will be nice, also at home to finish games off early. So still so much to work on. Only 2-3 days of training. The more we play together, the more we stick together as a group, the more we'll learn and the better we'll get over time.
Thanks, well done.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Well done. A winning start. What's your verdict on the performance?
We can do better. We have to do better. I think we started quite well. I think we had 7-8 minutes, 100% ball possession with a lot of passes, and then a high energy. But opponent is hard to wear down because they defended in a deep block, and all the matches that we saw, also in the Euros, they managed to not concede chances, not concede goals. Second half, I felt like we were too slow, and we were not, in general, maybe not enough runs off the ball to get more often behind the line.
Miles Lewis-Skelly, you gave him his debut. Where do you place that for an 18-year-old?
Yeah, it's amazing player, amazing personality. He came into camp and showed straight away that it's so normal to fall in love with him. Like he's a top player, amazing character, and well deserved.
You've worked with some star players up close. Jude Bellingham, what are your impressions?
Yeah, there's no doubt that he's a key player for us. He had a fantastic pass to assist the first goal, and of course we expect special things from Jude. He's ready to take this responsibility, and we have to create environment and the structure where we can see more of it.
What about in the wide positions, Rashford and Foden this evening?
Yeah, but we hope for more impact on these positions than we tried with Anthony and Jared Bowen. I hope for a little bit more impact, for more dribblings, less passes, more dribblings, and more aggressive runs towards the box. I think this was in general missing. I think all the chances came from the little runs, from little diagonal runs behind the line. Jude had some good runs in the first half. In the first half of the first half, Miles scored from it. Kyle Walker had one where we had then the big chance to score the second one. This was a bit missing. They were not as decisive as they can be.
I think we're going to enjoy his honesty, aren't we?
Yeah.
Particularly about the wide players there, Foden and Rashford.
What it sounded to me like he says he wants people taking people on, too many side passes coming back, and we saw that a lot with Field. We saw Marcus kind of running down into blind alleys a little bit, but I think that if anything, them two, thought they're both fortunate to call in with the way it's going for them at the moment. Obviously, Marcus getting a little bit of a renaissance at Villa, but with the way they play today, it's probably something you'd look at and say, yeah, if I'm on the outside of that as an English player from the wing point of view, I'll be thinking, I've got to step my game up, I might get a shout here.
Yeah, if you're one of them attacking players and you've come off the pitch and you've dominated a game like that against a poor Albania team, you've not scored a goal, you've not had a shot on target, you've not tested a goalkeeper, you would be disappointed because you're there to affect games. You've got a new manager, you want to make a good impression, and Rashford and Foden certainly didn't do that tonight.
It was very noticeable because we could see Phil Foden going down the right-hand side. He's left-footed, that every single time he cut in field on his left foot, which when England's attack sort of concertinaed, skew-if to the left, if you know what I mean. He never once tried to really take the full back on the outside.
I think he might be lacking in confidence, and he's definitely off it. His club form is not great, but we know he's got that quality. But even tonight when he was getting it, I wasn't sitting here going, usually when Foden's at his best, you're sitting there going, something's going to happen. Even when he cuts in, he'll pick a pass out, get a shot away. He'd done none of that tonight. And every time he gets the ball now, I'm looking at him going, I don't expect anything from Foden at the moment.
No, he might want to play number 10, but the reality is that Jude Bellingham's going to play number 10.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's going to do
I know,
so
but you can't go down that road again where he wants to. But
what I mean is, if he wants to get in the team, he might have to play.
Yeah, but wherever he's playing, you affect the game. You can affect the game in different ways, and he didn't do that tonight.
Yeah. That's the point. Is that we know that Phil Foden can come inside and he can be very creative with what he's doing. He's probably got license to do that. But like the manager's saying today, people didn't go past anyone. There wasn't enough progressive passing and running with the ball.
Listen, Foden won't have that problem coming up about where he wants to play because he won't be playing.
No.
That's a bigger problem for him.
But I think people will enjoy him. The players certainly know where they stand because he's not afraid to say in public, no, I expect a little bit more from that.
The man, I think he's coming across really well, and I think his assessment of the game afterwards there was pretty honest, and I thought was a spot on.
Yeah, what about Dan Burn, quickly?
Yeah. Well, you know, it was brilliant. Like you say, he's had a great week. I thought he'd done all right today. He didn't come up against anybody until Brozier came on, and, you know, we started to see a little, you know, we lost a couple in the air, lost one in the air in particular, but other than that, it's brilliant for him. It's a great week for him playing against Albania. He ain't got someone like Ronaldinho to mark. You know what I mean? It's a brilliant debut for him. Good luck to him.
And a great week for him. Thank you very much indeed, Cheds. We're back with England Monday night at Wembley as they take on Latvia in another...
Neutralizzato.